Hey, it's Brock here with Rock Hill Farms. And when we bought our property, one of my favorite things about it was the landscaping that went all the way around the house. And today, we're going to use a tractor, a skid loader, a variety of attachments, and some good old-fashioned hard work to tear all that landscaping out. So as we go through the process, I'll explain why we've decided to do that. But for now, let's start by getting the tree puller on and tearing out all these trees. And as a little bonus today, I managed to damage the skid loader on this little job. Every time I use this tree puller, I tell you the same thing, that I don't receive any commission off the sales of this product, but I do get a discount code that can save you guys some money. So if you decide to buy a tree puller, use code ROCKHILL5 for 5% off your order at agfolks.com. I had my son out here as a spotter, and I particularly needed it on this tree because the sun was right in my eyes and I couldn't see how close to the house I was. I've been working on teaching him how to run the different equipment I have, so you'll see him operating the tractor and the skid loader in this video. Whenever I said earlier that we were going to remove all this landscaping, I didn't literally mean all of it, but we are going to remove about half of all the landscaping around the house.
Push forward on it, push into it. Now lift up and go up over the top of it. Yeah, you're good. Try it.
About half of this dropped out of the grapple on the way over to the brush pile, but that happens a lot with the grapple. And it gave me a chance to give him a few pointers about how to try to get a bigger load in one trip. First half of the day, while I was taking care of my other business, I had a plan in place that I was going to spend today working on the pond. We still have a lot of work that needs done down there, and I'm kind of motivated to see that get finished. But as I was getting ready to come outside, my wife said I needed to do something about this landscaping, and she didn't necessarily mean it needed to happen today. But I thought, what the heck, that's something different to break up the monotony of what I've been doing. And I've been wanting to see this gone for a while myself. And there are really two reasons for that. The first is that the first time we saw this, it looked fantastic. And it looked so good because it was being actively maintained. And I just don't have the time or the energy to maintain all this and keep the weeds out of it and just do all the work it takes to keep it looking good. The second reason that I'm not a big fan of this is it's hard to mow and weed eat around. These rocks have an irregular shape and they've got patterns in them, and there's a lot of different things planted here, and I just don't have the time for it. My son started off pulling these rocks up with the tractor grapple, and it was hard for me to watch him do that, so I switched him out, and he's running the skid loader now. It's a lot easier, actually, because you just have better visibility, and you can see what you're getting a hold of.
You guys can grade my young skid steer operator on this effectiveness here. There's a few more in the ground here that you can dig out. Then once all these rocks are gone, you're gonna back drag and smooth that dirt out with the tips. So you'll be at like a 45 and slight down pressure. Yeah, slight down pressure, and just try to smooth that out.
This bush right here is one of the few features that I really liked, but it's really turned brown, and I don't know if it was going to come back or not, and at the last minute the boss decided she wanted it gone too. I honestly felt bad tearing all this out, even though we were in agreement that we wanted it gone. And that's because the previous owner told me that his wife pulled all these rocks off the hillside with a hand cart and brought them down here and lined them up. And I just kept thinking about how much work that would have been.
This section here, we have one tree we're going to save and probably relocate. But right now we're just going to work around it. Got all this rock right here. I think once I get all this rock out, all it is ground cover with nothing in it. And I'm just going to basically till that into the ground with the Harley rake.
Right here in the next 30 seconds is where I damaged something on the skid loader, and I was watching back the footage trying to see what had happened and catch it. And whenever I stop, my son thought maybe I needed some guidance and jumped in front of the camera to help me out.
I think you're good. I think you're good. Huh? I said I think you're good.
Despite his reassurances, the oil spewing everywhere told me that I was in fact not good.
So there was a stump right here and I didn't see it, didn't know it was there. Looks like it caught a hydraulic line and that's what caused my leak right there. It damaged the fitting, so I can't plug anything into the skid loader until I get that replaced. Kind of a bummer, but let's get back to the job.
I actually have a big project planned tomorrow with another YouTube channel and an equipment demo. It's something I've been really excited about, and if I can't get a replacement fitting tomorrow, I'll be pretty bummed out. For anyone who regularly watches my videos, you know that I've been stockpiling dirt, topsoil, and clay for different projects, and it just really comes in handy in situations like this. Because after we ripped out the landscaping, I had a slope downward towards the house that would have been bad for runoff. So it was no problem to just run down and grab 50 or 100 tons in 20 trips and level this out the way it needed to be.
All right, after the camera died, I pulled another 10 loads of dirt over here, and I've tried to get it where it angles down away from the house so the water will run off. And I'm gonna have to fix these gutters. The gutters, they had them set up with lines running away from the house, and I tore those up. So I'm gonna have to redo my gutter lines, but this is definitely gonna be easier to maintain. Let me run up real quick and show you what it looks like on the other end of the house. Okay, we've left the one tree here that she wants. She wants to save that for some reason, but she doesn't want it right there. So, I don't know. Something about she likes that kind of tree. But the rest of it, I'm gonna have to fix the gutter up there at this end again. But it will be easier to mow and maintain. Okay, let's see how our slope is. I need to add some more dirt right in here. I can tell as I come up here. There's a dip next to the house, the last 10 feet or so. Then we come across here. I like how much more open this is. To me, I'd rather have it this way. So I appreciate you taking time to watch the video. I'll put links on the screen to a couple more of our videos, and I'll see you next time.